Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Jeremy Johnson coming back with you again for the monthly market update for the month of April. And we're going to start out, it's very similar tone to the last couple months. We want to really hit on the demand-based and rate environment. We've talked a lot about interest rates and kind of their volatility. And I'm going to entitle this one, it's just going to be a one episode this month, but it's going to be entitled Versus Fear. And we're going to start off with this slide here, the demand based on rate environment. And you can see just since the first of this year, how tumultuous it's been. But where we are today, this is goes on to the 4th of April. It kind of shows that we were below 6.5%. So we're starting to see a good buyer demand because of the interest rates. The fact that, everybody's starting to figure out that, we may be at a period where we're not going to see the 2s and 3s and 4s again for a little while. So the demand is there. And of course, we still have the low inventory that we've talked about the last 2 months. Another quote I wanted to share with you from Sam Cantor, that's kind of what's driving this as well too, is this one here. It says, turbulence in the financial markets is putting significant downward pressure on rates, which should benefit borrowers in the short term. You're going to see as the rates come down because of the financial market and the turbulence going on, that it give you, should help subside some of these interest rates for a little while. But that also means, and I would warn you that, as the interest rates go down, you start to see more buyers coming in the market. So I'll wrap up in my comments, kind of what I foresee, what we foresee coming in the future. But I want to transition into, another topic along those lines is, anybody out there saying, hey, I'm going to go ahead and just wait for house prices to drop. You may have seen this article here, and I brought it up in January's article as well. That house prices were going to plummet. This was back in September, October, November of last year, that they predicted that house prices were going to drop in appreciation 15 to 20%. So what I'm going to show you now is what I talked about in the title of this month is just the facts. And let's go ahead and look and see what's happened since these articles came out, so you guys are educated. And the first one is going to be home appreciation year over year for the 20 largest cities in the nation. And you can see that overall, the house appreciation January this year versus January last year is up 3.8%. So you'll see some red in that chart. And that is over in the Western tier market in Seattle, San Francisco. And anytime we see that, why, we provide the answer for you. And this one comes from Selma Helt, Chief Economic at CoreLogic, and she says declines in the West are due to the tech industry slowdown and a severe lack of affordability after decades of undersupplying. So that's what we see going on in the Western market, and it's not downplaying it at all. So there are some areas where the appreciation is going down, but again, nationwide, year over year, we see we're actually at a price increase of 3.8%. The next one we're going to take a look at here is year over year price appreciation. So again, January 23 versus January of 22, broken out by region. So we did the top 20 cities, and now we'll do region. And you can see overall nationwide, we're up 5.3. So it was 3.8 for the 20 largest cities, up 3.8. Up nationwide 5.3%. And you can look at this chart and see what area you're in. And we are in Virginia, in the Mid-Atlantic is the region that we're in. And home appreciation's up 6% year over year. We'll take a peek at what it looks like month over month next. And that's this chart here. And you can see slightly nationwide month over month. So this is January of 23 over December of 22. And you can see a slight decline of 0.2%. So I'll repeat this a couple times, nothing close to the 15 to 20% that they were throwing around and toting around out there for you. So again, facts over fear. The next chart here is a month over month price change by regions. So just like we did the annual one by regions. And you can see if you live in Virginia, the Mid-Atlantic, January 23 over December of 22, we were actually up 0.5 on price appreciations. So just some facts for you there. This last chart here I want to show you, got 2 slides left here, is have home values declines stabilized. And we'll see, as we've been talking about since we started these in January, but I mean, everybody is aware, you can see January of last year, the home appreciation, where it was at, and then how it peaked in the September, October area, August, September area is when the depreciation really peaked, and that's kind of when these articles came out. But you can see even there, whether you're looking at FHFA or you're looking at Case-Shiller, it's 0.9, 0.8, and then FHFA is 0.6 and 0.7. Again, nowhere close to the 15 to 20% price drop. So prices are not on a free fall. Again, nowhere in the 15 to 20% rate. The last slide I want to leave you with is Freddie Mac reported that the National Home Price Index is down a total of 2.5% from the peak in June of 22. Our highest price increases in inflation, we're down 2.5. So again, for the third time, not to sound repetitive, nowhere close to the 15 to 20%. So if you're out there thinking that, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and wait for these house prices to plummet, you can kind of see it, especially in our area. And year over year, it's up 6% in the Mid-Atlantic region. So the last thing I want to wrap this up is I do want to advise that as interest rates come down, we will see have more demand on an already limited inventory, which we've talked about before, which is one of our biggest issues, the limited inventory, causing more bidding wars. So again, this information was to kind of show you that we're in a good good demand for buyers. Doesn't mean that the 0.25 or 6.3 is a great interest rate, as we talked about before, and different ways to deal with that. But just kind of show you where we're at and educate you on the house appreciation versus depreciation and give you the facts. So hope this helps out. If you got any questions, please reach out to us on one of our handles, and we look forward to hearing from you, and we'll see you next month. Thanks. Have a great day.